Hey guys, it's Claudia. It's my first ever YouTube video. I am going to give you a little background on myself. I am a cosmetology student. Well, was a student. I graduated in 2018. I was the cosmetology president and I graduated with honors. So there's that much about me. I more like the makeup end of the cosmetology world. Hair's okay. I prefer to color more than anything. Anything else you guys even want to know, you can ask me. I can tell you more about myself, but I'm going to get right into the makeup video. Today we're going to be doing a demon look. I already have my base down, so, you know, preferably you want to look pale if you're going to be a demon. I'm already pale, so we're winning there. I am going to put in contacts, so it's going to help with the look. I'm going to look a little weird because I'm going to have one red and one white. Exciting. But I am going to put those in. I have washed my hands and everything after doing my makeup. So I'm going to put those in really quick. I do have a mirror right here, so if you see me not looking at you guys, that's why. So I do just got to grab the contact here. Like I said, I'm going to do one red and one white. Got my hand all wet. I don't want that all over me. If you have never worn contacts, definitely play with them before you do your look, because they are gonna make your eyes water a little bit. And like, see, this one had a little bubble in it. Blink a few times, they will go away. I have been wearing contacts for a long time, so it's nothing new to me. It's not hard for me, but it can be difficult the first time you do it. I got taught by my eye doctor. I do suggest getting contacts from your eye doctor before going to like a Halloween store. I know it's cheaper and everything to go to the Halloween store, but if you need glasses, you may as well get cool contacts that you can see out of. See, like this one didn't want to go in, it folded. I'm gonna put it back in the solution, just kind of rinse it off, and I have sparkles on my forehead. You'll see why in a minute. See, now my eye is watering. Sorry for the sniffles. I definitely have some allergies going on right now that I can't really control. So, love that. Cool. Alright. I do keep a towel behind me, so if you see me grabbing that, that's why. Just want to blot that eye. Of course, I already have a dirty beauty blender here, but fix the makeup around your eyes if you did have watery eyes, which it happens. So now that I look really creepy, I'm so sorry. We're gonna get into the makeup look. So the point of demonic, you kind of want to look dead. So what I do is I go in with a gray eyeshadow to really carve out your cheekbones and everything like that. It does take a lot longer to blend when you do the gray, but it really makes the look a lot better. And I usually go down about here. What that does is it outlines where your skull would basically be. Each face is going to be different. Yours is probably going to be in a different spot than mine, so just know that you're kind of mapping out your face. So how you would typically contour is how you're going to want to do this. Do a little on the temples. What you're really doing is just making yourself look lifeless and dead. Like I said, don't worry, I'm going to blend this all out with a big brush. I'm just kind of mapping everything right now. And this eye wants to water, as you can see. Sorry. Fix that. And then take a big old brush and buff. And this can take some time, but what part of makeup doesn't take time, right? Switch hands there. And I'll do a tattoo video if anybody wants to know after I'm covered in tattoos, so I'll just put that out there now, you know, instead of if you leave any comments about them. I'm gonna get a smaller little, oh, sorry, I have a plate right there for the latex. You'll see what that's for in a minute. after we get the base done. Alright, that's not perfectly blended, but I am going to take regular contour in there. I just use a little Bobbi Brown in medium 2. For the gray, I just used the Lorac Pro palette, the cool gray, instead of the charcoal, because the cool kind of just has a better look to it. And none of this has to be perfect. I mean, I'm pretty sure half of any demon is not gonna be, you know, looking amazing. But point is, you want to look really freaking dead. Since I got a double chin, 'cause I'm a little chunky, I'm just gonna contour that out too. So hopefully when I'm dead, if I'm a demon, I'll be a lot slimmer, maybe. Cool. We were done with it anyways. So blend, blend, blend. Blend to the gods. Yes, queen. Right now we just kind of look dirty. I'm gonna go in with my beauty blender and just kind of get that even more blended the best I can. This side looks better. There's always one side that looks better for me, so if you have both sides that look good, proud of you, honestly. Like, send me your tips. This eye is freaking watering per usual. This one is always my trouble eye. If you can relate, please, you know, send a comment down below. Literally, please. It'd make me feel a lot better. So, now that we're, you know, more chiseled in, I do want to do a dark eye look. I mean, demonic dark. That's what I think in my mind. Of course, you can always add your own little things to it. Every look, I love doing that myself. And of course, I can't find my favorite blending brush. Anyway, I'm gonna set a base shade down, which is just a shade that kind of matches my skin tone. I'm using Buff again in the Lorac Pro palette. I'm just looking for my brush here. There it is. This is my favorite blending brush ever. It's the Elizabeth Mott blending brush. I got it in an Ipsy bag a while ago. It's my favorite. I do really, really enjoy it. So I'm going to take the cool gray again in the Lorac Pro palette and just take that all the way in my crease, all the way around, like so. And just really carve out the eyelid in the crease. I'm going to do it to both eyes here. And again, if it's a little messy, it's fine. We're demons. We're dead anyways. Why do we care, right? But this is only the first shade we're going in with, so if this shade's messy, it's fine. It's all good. And then I'm going to go in with charcoal in the same palette. I'll show you mine. I have hit pan in quite a few of them, as you can see. This is my first actual ever palette. My really good friend bought it for me for a birthday present quite some time ago. I loved it. And then I went in with more palettes, of course. So, as again, I do have a mirror here and here, so if you see me look between the two, that is why. I may even look in the camera. Alright. And then one thing I did forget to do is get that nose contour in. So, you really want to kind of sink it in here. I always kind of follow what you just did in the eye crease and bring it down. I'm not going to bring it all the way down the nose because you do kind of want it to be you want to look at more realistic demon than anything. And you just bring that in, and it just kind of sinks that part of your face in. Then blend it in with the eyes. And so far, so good. I do really like the white contact over the red. I should have just did both red, but we're kind of experimenting here. I'm experimenting with y'all. So, then go in with the black in the Lorac Pro palette. And I do this on mostly the outer corner. Just really want to bring that in. Make it a lot darker. And I bring it about in midway to blend. So as you can see, it's a lot darker from here than there. Excuse me, I'm sorry about that. I think I have makeup powder in my nose, honestly, when I was doing my base, and it always makes me sniffle. There you go, see, it's a lot darker. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a smaller little, more pointed brush to do the underneath. Start with the cool gray again, the more contouring color, as I would say. And don't go up all the way to your lash line there. Take it under where your eye would crease, like so. See how it's going in there? And just blend that under there, and that's gonna sink your eyes in, as you can see the difference. And then do so to the other eye. Make sure you're blending it in with the upper part of the lashes. And then I'm gonna go in with charcoal and just do the same thing, more towards the end and then going into the middle like so, keeping it lighter in the inner corner of the eye. Do the same to the other eye. Like I said, if it gets a little messy, that's fine. We're dead anyways. And then I am gonna take just the tip of the brush like so and just get black on it. And just do the very outer corner right there. And just kind of blend it with the upper eye so it looks like a whole coherent piece. And of course, do the same to the other eye. And then just to give this a little pop, I'm gonna take the silver and just go in right in the inner corner just to give it some shine and a little something. I didn't show up much, but that's okay. And then as you can see, the lid is empty. This is where you can get a little creative, have a little fun with it. I'm going to be using the Stila in, I have no idea how to pronounce that. That will focus on there. It's not going to. Hold on. Focus. It's not going to focus. Enzymatic. I'm going to give that a mix. As you can see, it's not fully mixed in there. But when you see it, it does not look anything like it does in the bottle. It's actually kind of odd. So I'm going to take this, close the eye, and just apply that to the lid. And as you can see, it's black with purple reflectance, which is very, very pretty. And honestly, perfect for Halloween, if you ask me. Purples, blacks, oranges, anything like so, you can add to the upper lid. Even a really pretty black silver would go on there very nicely. And honestly, this can be applied messy as well. Give it a little chance to dry, and then just take your blender brush again and just do the crease just to kind of clean that up a bit. So as you can see, it's super pretty, super sparkly. Love that. So I am going to do a little bit more to the face. We want it very dramatic, very sunken in. The more sunken in, the better. You know, we're dead here. We don't fully care what we look like. So I'm going to take this little odd brush here, dip it in the cool gray, and just get in there. I like circular motions. Up and down motions are good as well. It just helps when you have a dense brush to really get in there and make yourself look dead. What also really helps is to take it under the back of the ear on your jawline. I don't take it all the way underneath. Right there. And then again, buff as much as you can. I sometimes will hold the brush like so and just really get in there. And that's blended quite a bit more. Unlike, see, this is more blended than this one, but it is eyeshadow and it doesn't blend the best. I would suggest just finding one that blends a little bit better than mine, honestly. Unless you have the patience to be blending for ever. See, like that looks so much better than this.
Download the app today and get a trial of Music Premium on us. Restrictions apply.
All right. Then I'm gonna go in with the normal contour again. Same Bobbi Brown one. And this time I'm gonna use a brush like so. And just really keep carving out those cheekbones. And this time I'm gonna add a little up here. And then again, same old big fluffy brush. I'm gonna hold it again like so and just really blend. So, some liquid latex. As you can see, I got this at the Halloween store. I usually keep it on deck. I usually have quite a bit of this just laying around. I'm just gonna pop this open and pour some on a plate. Preferably do a paper plate so you don't ruin anybody's dishes. This plate is only gonna be used for this, so I'm not concerned. All right, and always have disposable sponges when you're doing such with latex, because I've ruined many brushes with this stuff, and I will tell you now, it stinks. It does not smell good. It has a sour smell to it, a little fishy, so just a heads up on that. I know a lot of people do not know that it stinks like that, but it does. So, makeup wipe, we're gonna place them about here, so at the height of your eyebrow. Just remove some of the makeup like so. Even though we just did a lot. If you wanted to, you can apply these first. I like to do makeup and then apply them. You can even make your own horns if you want out of latex and cotton. If you want a tutorial on how to do stuff like that, I'd be more than happy to help or make a video on it. So I'm just going to take some latex on the back of one of these sponges here. It is very liquidy at first, so definitely be prepared for that. And I'm just going to dab a little bit of latex on the spots where I'm going to put the horns on there. And we're just gonna build up some latex. And actually, let me pin my hair out of the way here so I don't get latex in it. Pin my hair back because we do not want latex in it. Not one bit. So. See, that was a lot of latex that I just put on that side. Otherwise, if you don't want to do horns, you could always do this look and like peel it up and make it look like you have horns coming in, which wouldn't hurt, honestly. And latex is super easy to remove from your face, by the way. Obviously, do not use latex if you have any latex allergies. Don't do that. It's the last thing you really want. Trust me. And then cotton balls are wonderful to help with looks like this. So I love having cotton balls with me. Right now I'm just kind of peeling some up and just getting the cotton out of ball shape. And just putting it on the plate with the latex. And I'm gonna take a Q-tip and just, see, it's sticky. And I'm going to make kind of like a well for it to sit in with cotton and latex. So this part is where it gets a little messy because you are going to get latex on your fingers. Don't worry, it dries. So you just get the cotton wet. It's going to look disgusting. It's going to get drippy, like so. You get some on your hands, it's fine. It peels just right off. So we're going to just apply this around where we want it. Since we already have latex there, it's gonna kind of assist us where we need to put this. And as you can see, it's sticking already. So, as you can see, it's on my fingers. You just roll it to like this. Again, just cotton and latex. Super messy, but super worth the look. And as you can see, I just dropped latex on myself. So that's gonna be fun to get out of my clothes. And this is why I'm wearing a robe, guys, so I don't ruin my clothes. My robe I'm not too concerned about. So, yes, definitely wear something over your Halloween costume or your clothes that you're going to go out in if you're just doing this for, like, a contest or whatever else you want to do if you're just having fun, sitting at home. Teach their own. And then I'm just closing up this one. Alright, and as you can see, we have basically holes in our head. Alright, and I'm just removing the latex from my fingers just to really get in there. I'm going to take a makeup wipe. Surprisingly, it's helping. So, it's just easier to work once the latex is off your hands. So we're gonna let that dry. While that is drying, I am going to finish my eyes. All right. So I'm just going to tightline everything with some regular black eyeliner. That one is a little low. Let me find another one here. I'm going to be using the Smashbox Always On Gel Liner in Fishnet, which is just black. And I do the upper and the lower, so as you see me do, like if you see me lift this, that is why. As you can see, really helps add to the look when you do both tight lines on the upper and the lower. And again, it can be messy, doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just gonna take this and kind of smoke that out a little bit more, just to give it more to it. I'm just checking to see how this is doing. Still drying. While it's drying, I'm gonna suggest I kind of pull at the sides a little, just to give it more of the 3D effect, if you can see that there. You just grab it and kind of pinch it, and that gives it how it's lifting there. That's gonna make it look a little more realistic, because it's 3D. It looks like parts of your skin are breaking. Hopefully got that. All right, so now that we got the eye stuff done, I'm going to curl my lashes. I do this. Do I recommend people to do this? Not really, no, but I heat up my eyelash curler with a lighter. I don't recommend everybody do that because, you know, you can burn off your eyelashes, but I will show you what I do before I obviously put this close to my eye. So it is warm. I always wipe it just in case there's any residue from last time, and I just wave it like so just to cool it down. I always finger touch it. If it's too hot for your fingers, do not put that by your eye, or better yet, use a hairdryer. Don't be like me. Disclaimer. And then I just curl my eyelashes. I am not going to do eyelashes today. I'm just going to do mascara like I normally do. I always do the CILS Booster XL from Lancome. It just really adds length and definition to my eyelashes, which I appreciate. I only put this on the top. I don't like the really, really long bottom lash look. If that's what you like, go for it, you know. Do whatever you want. Make the look your own. And then I'm just taking regular black mascara and just coating my lashes. This is the Mally More is More mascara. I do use a few different types of mascaras at once. I just like the way this separates my eyelashes. And I'm not fully liking how that blended, so I'm going to take this and blend it out a little bit more. I'm going to take a little bit more eyeshadow and just at the tip, black underneath, right in the crease. Just really hollow that out. Like so. Excuse me, I hate that I'm sniffling. I find that so rude. Alright, and then I'm going to go in with the other mascara. And this is going to be the Liquid Lash Extensions by Brynn in Rich Black. Wand looks like so. And I like this one because it doesn't shed on me like some of the other lash extension stuff does. And then I'm going to let that dry a little bit. I'm going to do the lower with just the regular Better Than Sex mascara. Sorry, it's a habit to do the mascara face, which is opening your mouth typically. And that just really brings a little more to the face than just having a little bit of, or no eyeliner and eyelash stuff on. All right, and the last mascara that I'm going to use on my lashes is the Super Fan by Smashbox. And I'm just gonna put that on top just to really define the eyelashes from the look. And there we go. Alright, we're gonna check these guys. They're not feeling super dry yet, but I'm gonna powder them. This is the Mayron Color Set Powder in Translucent. It looks super white. I'm just gonna give this a good little shake just to kind of get it all together. Alright. And I'm just gonna pour a little bit of this on the same plate that I have my latex on. Close that bad boy up. Again, just gonna use a disposable makeup sponge powder because I do not want to ruin my nice makeup brushes. And you just powder it. And this just helps set it down and helps make it look less shiny. And as you can see, I am using quite a bit of powder because we want to make sure these are nice and set for makeup applying. This brush I don't care too much about, so I am going to brush away some of that excess. Alright, so now that those are powdered, I'm going to take the red in this Wet n Wild paint palette. It is nice and creamy. I'm going to take the red and do the centers. Because, like I said, we're going to do a little bit of a bloody look. You know, my horns got ripped out for whatever reason. I'm a hornless demon. You can always make horns, put horns in there, or get horns like so and headband them. Excuse me. Alright, so I'm going to get out the Naked Heat palette and the Modern Renaissance palette. Naked Heat by Urban Decay and Modern Renaissance by Anastasia. I'm going to put my other two, I'm going to put the paint palette away and the Lorac Pro palette away here. Alright, you're probably wondering, why these palettes? Well, they have really good reds and kind of bruising shades, I'm going to say. I'm going to take Red Ochre in the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette and just dab it around the wound, is what I'm going to call it, where my horn would be. And we're just going to dab that around. This can be messy, this can be clean, however you prefer to do it. I'm going to suggest messy. The messier it is, the more realistic this is going to come out. I mean, your horns were ripped out. It's not going to be a pleasant experience if it was real. So I'm going to just dab some of that on there. And then wiping off the brush between colors, I'm going to take a little bit of Real Gar in the Modern Renaissance, which is an orangey color. This will really help add more to the effect. You know, you want to mix colors. Really get in there with some of the colors. You know, the more kind of gory and stuff it looks as well is really going to help. I am going to go in now with the Heat palette. I'm going to switch to a smaller brush here. Now I'm going to take He Devil and just tap around as well. Again, excuse me for the sniffling and all that. I do apologize. I'm gonna grab another little blendy brush and I'm gonna just blend around the wound here. Like so. And that's just gonna add kind of more of a stipply, grotesque look. Now I'm gonna take Enfuego, and this is a deeper red brown shade in the Heat palette, and I'm just gonna dab that right on top of the latex, kind of in a stipply motion there. Alright. And I put a brush somewhere and now I don't know where I put it. Oh boy, I'm good at this. Alright, well, I'm going to take a small brush and I'm going to, where I put the cream makeup, dab. I'm going to actually take now a little sponge that I don't care about and just dab that on switching sides so I do not ruin my makeup palette. I do have quite a few of these. I just tore up one of the big regular sponges and that really helps get around the blood on the inside. And you will get makeup all over you. I'm just gonna let you know that now. If you're like me, you do this messy. Honestly, to me, the messier the better. Do the same to the other side with Enfuego. And we're just going around the ring of the interior of the wound that we have created. And what that's also doing is kind of setting the cream in there. So, all right. I'm just grabbing another palette here. We're gonna go in with another more fluffy brush. I'm gonna take a brown. Actually, scratch that. We're not gonna take a brown. We are gonna take this brownish purple that's in the Beauty Creations Emerald palette. I got this in a Yes Oh Yes box quite some time ago. Quite good product, actually. I was very surprised. So if you ever are curious about that box and want to try it out, definitely go for it. They do give you really good products. I actually almost preferred it better than Ipsy. So, and that's not sponsored at all for me to say that. I'm too new on here to even be sponsored. So, all right. And then taking out the trusty old Lorac Pro. Apparently really like this palette. Same with the little pointed brush. I'm going to go in with Plum. just to add a little bit more bruising to this guy. Alright. Then I'm going to take the fluffy brush again and just go around where we put some of these colors and just really buff it out. And as you can see, it's looking pretty gross, a little nasty. But to top this look off, we are going to add good old blood. Can't go wrong with blood. I am going to use just some vampire blood from its Spirit brand, I guess. I'm gonna give that a good shake. I'm gonna move some of this stuff around because I'm gonna put this with my latex and my powder. Just a little drop. A lot of this stuff goes a long way. Excuse me again for the snuffles. This time I'm gonna take a Q-tip, just regular old Q-tip, dip it in, and really just kind of dab it. It helps if you kind of scoop with the Q-tip. And this gives it kind of that wet look, like, ugh. Do the same to the other. And stippling is really kind of the best way to go about it. If you want to stipple around the sides there too, go for it. I'm going to actually take some on a different kind of sponge here, which I'm gonna actually break in half. Alright, so one of these sponges, it's kind of bubbly sponges, I'm gonna call it. Dip that in the blood, and this will just help add kind of a splattering effect around like so. I'm gonna do that to both sides. Excuse me. And there we go. That is the look. Super easy, super fun. You can also add lipstick. I'm going to actually go in with, let me see here, I gotta find her first. Unicorn Blood from Jeffree. I'm gonna wipe off my lips, dry them. Shake your Jeffree Star, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you give it a good shake. And wand looks like so perfect to apply. And this smells like root beer. I kind of let the first layer dry, and then I go in with a second layer just because, I mean, it's already perfect now, but I just love the way this smells. Nice dark lipstick, and then just hype up the look. Add just a little blood splatter to the side of your mouth, like you have been eating. And take the hairline. You can curl it, you can leave it. I'm gonna leave mine like this because it's more messy. And that's the look. Demon that got the horns ripped out. Leave a comment, let me know what you think. Other than that, I'm out for the night. I'm gonna go live for a little bit with some of this on. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.